Alright guys, what's going on? This is Kev the Barber with another classic, and we're going right into this RMF. If you guys would like to know how to enter, right in the description below. Thank you guys for coming in today's video. Every Monday, RMF. So, first things first, I'll eat your brain. Okay. So let's get right into this joint. Just from an overall glance, I'd have to say that this is a nice look. We're just looking at the look itself, superb, you know, but now when we look at the fade here, boss, this is the problem here. It's blotchy and you didn't really fade well within your guidelines. So here we have what seems to be a trimmer, and then we went to a no guard, and then we went to a 1. But I can clearly see these steps, as everybody can. And the reason that is because you didn't do too well with the lever here. You gotta go open it up, and then like go halfway, then close, and go above that line. A lot of, I feel, a lot of lines are left because people don't go above them. They create them and they shy away from them after. A line is supposed to be created and then attacked, not created and then shied away from. So since this is so blotchy and this, I think this arch can do better too. It's like a greater than sign when it probably can go in a little bit. Don't be afraid to nip at hair. At the end of the day, even though we're supposed to keep as much hair, especially around the hairline, as we can, but we create these looks by taking away hair. Don't forget that. I'm giving this one a 6. Okay, so with this one, this is number 2. We can't really see the fade. It looks like, I know this is a fade, right? And I can't see any lines. This lineup is dope, but I can't see the fade because it's so dark. I can see that bite clearly. I just can't see the fade. So for me, the image itself, like this thing gets like a 2 or a 1, but like looking at the lineup, looking at the fade, it looks like it could potentially be an 8 or a 9. I can't see any lines, but I also can't see any fades. So don't know what much to say here. Next one. All right, now we get a little higher with the fades. Okay, so again, I think clearly this looks like a fade that was faded up. 1, I don't like the direction of this fade. It looks like it was started here, then it kind of drops here. It's like this fade doesn't coincide with the head shape. Like if we wanted to start this high, probably like keep it a little high, don't drop it as low, or keep it lower and then keep it that low in the back. But for them to be such a disparity here, I don't think I really like that too much. I can also see the dents in the head. Granted, you can't always account for dents in heads. Sometimes the dent is just a dent. Like you can see dents. But as for this fade, I think it could have been done a lot better. It seems like you did a 2 all the way up here and then try to stretch out your 1. It seems like you tried to stretch out your 1, and I feel like you could have done better with that. The no guard's good. The 1 guard, there's just too much space with the 1. You gotta close this in a little more. And there's a lot of space with this too. The gradients needs to be, this is like besides the point from this fade, but gradients, if you're gonna have a fast gradient, it needs to be fast. If you're gonna have a gradual gradient, it needs to be gradual. Like here, it's just like nothing, and then it's like boom, it gets right to the darkness that it's at and it stays there. You know, there's no movement here. It's like gradual change, no change. It's all the same. You know, with fades, people like fades, or the fades that you like are the ones that have an intentional change in density and in darkness. Next up, boom. Okay, this lighting is not too bad. See, here's the biggest trouble, and I hate starting with negatives, but here's the biggest trouble with curly hair. This area right here, when the hairs on the side of the head have to connect with the hairs on the top of the head, people just disregard this connection, and it's apparent all the time. You can't be lazy with these cuts, bro. You gotta pick out the hair and then freehand it, pick out the hair, do a clip over comb. Don't be afraid to cut that hair, because if you are, then I can tell that you are afraid. And then secondly, we have this band here again. This is like a brick right here. You know, you gotta lighten this area to gradually change that, and then gradually change into long hairs. The lineup is dope. You know, you definitely know. Sure, you've been cutting for a little bit of time. Probably, I won't guess, but I will say though that, you know, pay a little attention to connecting the sides with the top and allowing this band to be, you know, faded out. I'm giving this one a 7. Oh, I haven't been grading, have I? This one I'm gonna give like a 5. Yeah, this one's a 7. Oh, probably the best one we've gotten so far. I like this one. The texture at the top with the nice little design. Not much fading around here because the design is really just the design is really the main attraction. It's just a little tiny fade here. You know, not much to say here. Not much to say here. Creativity on point, texture, nice cut. Not much of a fade. Give this one like a 9. Not much shade. All right, and I've said this a bunch of times before, and I'll say it again. As barbers, we got to pay attention to the whole head. We got to pay attention and be responsible of the whole head. Looks like this guy got like a bush on the top of his head. You know what I'm saying? It's not styled. It doesn't look good, but yet you took a picture of it. But all you took a picture of really, because all you were looking at was his fade. But you're responsible for the whole look. You know, don't forget that. And do something with the hair. Learn how to style it if you don't know. I know it looks like he has like an undercut or something. Control for those curls. Do something something, or just don't take the picture. Just fade them. I don't know, that's me. But anyway, this fade is okay. I can still see like a heavy, heavy. It's not that heavy, but I can see weight line here, weight line here. You know, it seemed like you went through your process and didn't do any detail work. You know, you gotta make sure you do that detail work. And the C cups are looking weird. These C cups are looking weird. You know, don't be afraid to go in to really control for that angle, really to make it look good, really to make it look appealing, because this doesn't. And make sure you use blades. But yeah, I'm giving this one a 6. All right, I think this is the best cut we've got here today in terms of sharp lines and fades and styling. The style at the top, you know, can't complain. I like the fact that you control, like the style all around looks good. And then you got this nice ball fade here, immaculate, bro. Great job. The line up around the ear, everything. This is a professional right here. I'm giving this one a 9. All right, again, I don't like starting with negatives. I do not like starting with negatives, but this is the first thing that jumped out at me. The first thing that jumped out at me here is the hairline. It seems like you did the hairline and then left it, you know. The way you make these corners sharp is you gotta really put the corner of the blade there, turn it, and then put it, make it horizontal, hit it, vertical, hit it, comb it, vertical, hit it, comb it. Like, you gotta literally keep hitting. I don't know what it is. It's like every time it's like when you use the corner of your blade, it seems to push hair more than it cuts hair. So you gotta keep pulling the hair back in order to really make it do what you want it to do. As for the blend, we clearly don't see any lines, so you do good at not showing lines. But as for the transition, as in the way it coincides or lives on the head, this fade doesn't look too good with the head. But the fade is good. Like, you just look at the fade itself, it's good. But the style is where you gotta do some work on it. And this C cup needs a little work too. And you seem to have a little irritation. I checked my trimmers. This side looks different than this side. So I can see it's like a little, you go up a little higher here, and here you kind of keep it low down here. Pay attention to the lines that you create, and look at the ears, look at the eyebrows, look at the corner of the head, look at the corner of the hairline, and then you'll be able to see like where the fade is and how to change that. All right, wow, this is dope. See slight little texture up here. Okay, so for me, I would have liked if this was lined up personally. You know, I understand, I know people like natural looks, natural hairlines and stuff like that. This doesn't look like that was left natural on purpose. Personally, just in my own assessment of it. I'd fade this out a little more and create this line, do that line here, but the style itself is dope, extra dope. I like it. You know, it's either have, for me, either have more hair here and control for that natural look, or fade it some more and create cleaner lines so that you're really going for that look. I know in this industry we're moving towards stylists and barbers and all this, and it's merging and stuff like that, but I think styles need to be clear because of that. You know, you can't just say, you can't have a dull hairline and be like, oh, I was trying to keep it natural, you know, or a really sharp hairline and be like, oh, he really wanted me to make it sharp. Like, no, now it looks crazy. Now it's growing back. You see green, like it looks bad. You know, you don't get to hide behind what the style is supposed to be if you weren't clear. So anyway, that's my take on that. All right, so that's it for the styles we have for the people who sent them in, right? But I went on Instagram Live the other day, and I asked them how to improve RMFs, and that's the question I'm actually gonna ask you guys too. In the comment section below, I'd like a lot of ideas. Just hit me with your ideas on how to improve this series. I really want to make it better. I really want to have more for you guys when it comes to this. But the one suggestion I got that I thought was really dope was rating my own fade, but older ones, like one from back in the day. And I have 2 that I picked up from when I was in college, and I think this one is sophomore year. Both of these is sophomore year, I believe. Can check the years. They're not on here, but nah, this is looking more like junior, senior year. But anyway, and it was expected to rate them. So for me, this one, my problem with this one is, one, I did fade it into the top. This is what I was talking about before. This is around the time I think I was really focusing on trying to fade that into the top. For me though, the problem with, outside of not dusting his neck, for me is this is not much of a fade, you know, and I know, and I know this could be a style in of itself, but I also know that I was trying to fade it. So, and he also wanted some darkness up here. So my critique goes way past what you actually see here. I know for me, I like the corner, I like the C cup. I never had too much of a problem with that. I'm sure this could have been lined up sharper. I know for me, I was so focused on making sure that the no guard, the one, everything was like, had its own space, that I forgot about the gradients. And that's what's lacking here. Mostly what I don't really like is the fact that there isn't any gradients here. And it's slightly blotchy at this point. You can see a circle here, circle here, circle here, but it does blend into the top, and I trimmed the top hair. So next this isn't the greatest either. You can still see the slight spot here, and it looks like there's like a brick right here. It's just not the best, and his hair's still wet. Didn't blow dry it. This is just not the best cut. I need to look for more. I really look for more. But anyway, these both get like 5s. So if you guys have any other suggestions that you like for this series, please let me know. Thank you guys for watching today's video. See you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.